Welcome to the Fear and Greed Business News Afternoon Report for Wednesday, the 24th of January 2024. I'm Sean Aylmer. Every afternoon, we've got the 5 stories that happened today that you need to know about. Story number 1, the S&P ASX 200 closed up just 4 points today to 7,519 points. The market's had a great run over the past 3 months, up almost 10%. But it's pretty much exactly where it was 12 months ago. Today, some of the energy and gold miners did best, while the big miners did well as iron ore prices rose on the back of a report that Chinese authorities are set to boost the nation's equity markets. BHP and Fortescue Metals both rose 1.2%. Commonwealth Bank continues to perform well, notwithstanding a 0.8% fall today. It hit a record yesterday of $116 a share. Funny thing is plenty of professional bank analysts have a sell rating on the Commonwealth because its share price has run so hard. The banks were generally lower today. Tech stocks were the underperformers, with WiseTech Global dropping 2%. James Hardie Industries, one of the best performing stocks of the past year, well, it was down 2.5% today. Story number 2, plenty of news around the place. Northern Star Resources climbed to 6% after confirming guidance thanks to an exceptional performance at Kalgoorlie that offset cost headwinds. Commercial lender Prosper bounced 3% today on news it had bought Zip business loans. And online retailer Kogan, remember Kogan.com? Well, it jumped 15% after making a profit in the first half of fiscal 2024 as subscriptions and advertising revenue jumped. BWP Trust fell 2% and Newmark Property Real Estate Investment Trust jumped 37% after the two parties agreed to merge. Who are they? Well, BWP Trust owns 75 Bunnings stores scattered across the country. Newmark also owns some Bunnings stores, as well as Officeworks and Kmart. The new merged entity will be worth about $3.5 billion. Also today, listed insurance aggregator AUB Group dropped 3% after it completed a refinancing deal. And finally, medical disinfectant services group Nanosonics share price tumbled 33% after it missed December half revenue forecasts on the back of lower income from US hospitals. Story number 3, Woodside Energy Chief Executive Meg O'Neill says creating breadth and capability in the LNG portfolio is a key driver for exploring a potential $80 billion merger with Santos. But she's also signalled that Santos shareholders should expect no more than a reasonably modest premium for their stock. In her first direct comments on the merger talks since they were revealed in December, Ms. O'Neill told the Financial Review that Woodside is always looking at a variety of ways, both organic and inorganic, to manage the energy transition. And Santos is a very significant LNG player. She warned that talks remain at an early stage and there's no certainty that the transaction will progress. Story number 4, Rio Tinto share price rose nearly 1% today after the iron ore major signed a 25-year deal to buy all the electricity from Australia's largest still-to-be-built solar farm. The plant will be built and operated by European Energy near Gladstone in Queensland. It's anticipated to meet about 5% of the state's current demand. The Rio deal is expected to lower that company's operating carbon emissions by about 1.8 million tonnes per year. The plant, which is expected to take 2 years to construct, will employ 1,000 people during construction and support 100 direct and indirect jobs when operating. And story number 5, Donald Trump has beaten Republican presidential nominee contender Nikki Haley in the New Hampshire primary, winning by about 10 percentage points. Wasn't a thrashing. It's not quite the death knell for Ms. Haley's campaign, though she will now come under pressure to withdraw from the race to give Mr. Trump clean passage. Her team said she will continue until at least Super Tuesday in early March, where 16 states vote on the same day. The Republican presidential nominee race now shifts to Nevada, where Ms. Haley won't compete. It will then go to South Carolina, her home state, where she'll be hoping for a pretty good showing. That's it for the afternoon report for Wednesday, the 24th of January, 2024. Don't forget to hit follow on the podcast and find Fear and Greed on LinkedIn, Instagram, X and Facebook. Join Michael Thompson and I tomorrow morning for the Fast 5 by Fear and Greed. The top 5 business stories you need to know in just 5 minutes. I'm Sean Aylmer. Enjoy your evening.